Hi guys, this is Kesha Rogers, and I have some very exciting developments to tell you about what's going on in our space industry. First of all, let me just say that there are many reasons we should be concerned about so many problems going on in our nation and problems happening around the world. But there is also reason for us to continue to remember who we are as human beings and that we're all created in the image of God. And that uniqueness of we human beings as a species, unlike any other animal, is that we actually make creative discoveries, that we advance mankind beyond the confounds of Earth out into the solar system. And so I wanted to just share this with you because it's time for people to be inspired about what we can become, about the future we want to create. And so I'm going to tell you about a few of the developments going on in the space industry. There's a lot I can say, but I want to keep it brief here, and I'm going to come back with some more developments. But first of all, when we talk about inspiration, if you did not have an opportunity to watch the exciting mission that just took place over this past weekend, over last week with Inspiration4, the non-astronaut, or should we say, the civilian crew that went up into orbit on the SpaceX rocket for the benefit of a great cause, to look at helping with solving problems of bone cancer in children and raising funds for that cause for St. Jude's. This was a spectacular, very moving mission that took place, and that not only that, they didn't just fly out into orbit, but they also did some spectacular biomedical science research, including using an iPhone and connecting the iPhone to a butterfly ultrasound device, a IQ butterfly ultrasound device. And this device allowed them to scan their organs and to get feedback on what was going on with their heart rates and other feedback in terms of how their space flight was affecting the human body. And, that's something we've been talking about a lot. As everyone knows me, I have been someone who has been pushing for the space program for NASA, also for our partnership in commercial space flight. I am extremely excited by what SpaceX is doing in partnership with NASA and on its own right now. Let me just tell you a new exciting development as well that I wanted to report on is that NASA just announced its landing site for the Viper robotic mission that is going to go up on a Falcon Heavy rocket in 2023. And I know everybody has been waiting to find out what area of the moon are we going to start investigating for water ice on the moon. And so they've announced that the Viper rover will land on the Nobile region near the Nobile crater. And if you check out the video that I'm going to post at the bottom of in the description here, you'll find it quite fascinating. People are saying, well, this is a few years away, and why are we picking this area? Well, there's a lot to look at. This is in the South Polar region of the moon, and this is going to give us a lot of insight to test our hypothesis and our discoveries on how much water ice is in that region, and also preparing for future human missions to the moon, preparing for long-term exploration missions. And I think this is extremely exciting right now. So I want to come back to you. Obviously, I'm trying to keep up with what's going on in the United States with our space program, commercial space industry. There's a lot that's happening, a lot to be optimistic about. I also want to share with you, I will bring back some more developments on what's going on the international front as well, because space is not just for one nation, but for all nations and all human beings. So we have a lot to be inspired by, despite all the problems that we're facing right now. And we have a lot to look forward to in terms of the future that we want to see for our children, for our grandchildren, and to understand that we as human beings have the potential and the capability to solve the problems confronting our nation, the problems confronting mankind. So I'm very optimistic, very inspired. Keep looking out for some additional developments, and I'll be back with you soon. Take care.